Thanks for joining us back here with the course. This section of the course is all about layouts. This is Ryan with ewebjelly.com, and I'm going to talk to you about my approach with clients when it comes to layouts for your website. If you've ever driven around anywhere in the country, you've probably seen a building being built or a house being built. On the side of the road, you see the wood coming up, the framework established. We've all driven around and seen that. That's exactly what I like to compare a layout to. It's the framework before we actually do the building. Now, the framework and the structure of your website is important because it really displays the navigation and how a visitor on your website is going to interact with the website. It's the colors, it's the text, it's the imagery, it's all the things that encompass those really golden first few seconds someone comes to your website. If the layout is not inviting, if it's not interesting, if it's not colorful, and it's kind of blah and boring, it can deter customers from wanting to look more into your site and into your business. And that's, of course, what we don't want to happen. So you can see here on our website, if this was an example of a layout would have something like, your links at the top of the page, imagery, where you can put images, where you can put some text and some content, icons, little animated boxes and things here, and so forth. So layout is extremely important. And this is why. One of the things I do with a customer or a client, a potential client, is I'll walk into their business and I'll just walk around and get a general feel for the energy or the sort of emotions that I'm getting from this place, right? So let's say it's a restaurant that's for families and for kids running around, and it's fun, it's exciting. We want to pick a layout that's bright, it's family oriented, it's fun for kids, it matches the vibe of the business. Now, on the other hand, if it's an adult bar where it's really focused on adults, people who are of drinking age and not for kids, that's a whole different layout. That's a whole different feel. It's a whole different vibe. So when I'm talking to a customer, like someone like you, for example, I want to know what sort of emotions are invoked from your business location. What can we find, or what sort of feeling do we get, and what kind of layout can we match that feeling to? So, for example, Back to the 80s Cafe is a website we did, and they're all about, the 1980s. And so we wanted to give the website layout sort of a old school vibe, but also, of course, we've added a way to play Pac-Man on the website and things like that. But we wanted to make it easy to navigate. So we have the menu items up here. We have a merch store. Social media is easy to access here, contacting them, and then you can scroll down, you can order stuff, you can order food, you can watch video, and you can also see their logo and everything. Now, on the other hand, we have Horse Trailer Hideout. This is a bar. This is for adults. Kids aren't allowed, but they also have a venue in the back, or a section in the back where you can rent out an area and rent out space for a wedding or what have you. So this is a different kind of layout, different kind of vibe, right? So layouts are extremely important in trying to represent your brand, your image, and the feeling you want to give the visitors of your website or the people that physically walk into your location. So your layout really has to represent that. So when we sit down with a customer, we'll typically show them, I don't know, anywhere from 3 to 5 layouts, sometimes more depending, and show them every one of them. And usually we'll find one that we all really, really just find so amazing. We want to use it. We think it's great. We all agree, like, yeah, this is the one to go with. We pick it out and then we lock it in. But again, a lot of times with layouts, you're just going to look through a bunch and one's going to stand out. It's like picking out a pet, right? You go to pick out your pet and you just, that cat or dog you find, you fall in love with it. That's the one you take home, right? So it's the same thing with layouts. You're going to find that layout that you love, it catches your eye, and boom, that's the one we want. That's the one we lock in. This has been Ryan with ewebjelly.com. This is all about layouts. Thank you so much.